He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. This matchup, two teams in the top 5 just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the rise. It sets up the whole future of every college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Grabbed over the middle. And Cheryl. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Quick completion on the out route. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Spits it out to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw again. Skips away from pressure. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
On the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the...
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Tagged out in the air. Good, solid tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Shakes off the defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Volunteers are marching down the field.
You gotta be open. I'm just waiting for that to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Works the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
When you play zone coverage, you've got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again.
Oh.
Make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on target this time. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these
Very
two
methodical
quarterbacks.
offense, you know what I'm saying? Get it, yeah, so far. Get it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He's down at the one, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work out there and get the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
He'll pitch it. Next going forward. Touchdown ball. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. He lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Here at halftime.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Commodores about to move quickly. Back to pass. It's Pavia. Got a man. It's Alexander. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you're going to see where that receiver is going to. When he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Seaman wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. it's Hudson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Pocket breaking down.
Yeah, easy. Oh, you hating asshole! Oh my God, you hating hole! What the fuck? Nah, that's some hate.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Yeah, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. Yeah, but I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing me a little bit of effort.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end.
Oh, fuck.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved with it. I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in cover.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers are 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down with him.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Good tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my God.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And the Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pound it in.
Oh, Arian! Oh my God, Arian! Wow, Arian!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He's got great speed. He's a dynamic return. Explosive and got loose on his kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires his man down the middle. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tennessee. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's got it for a 2-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring line, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd ready to get behind them.
Come on, buddy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. To the air, it's Pavia. There's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Hughes. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
Got him downfield. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
kicker.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. First half in the book. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking downfield is Aguilar.
Oh my God, it's going to get over.
That's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 43. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly.
You got it. Get at me. Get at me.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to keep it in the air.
Oh my God.
He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Volunteers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. First down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 23 for this first and 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave
Oh
him
my
much, but
God.
they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground. to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Aguilar. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball under the 12 after that completion.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. Keep giving him the football.
Awesome job. It's really basic. Go those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between the two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. It might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been prepping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Using his legs, it's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense snap. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Under fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the end.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those
Oh my God, the spin by Wilson.
Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Unloads to the wide.
Give me that. Got here, nigga.
Completion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's getting past. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And he loses the
Oh, give me that. Give me that. Thank
Turns
you.
only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41.
Oh,
From the gun, the running back has it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company activity from the defense.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Go to the last play of the game. For the quarter, I mean.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Go up to.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way. And he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run the option. Now the
Peyton, oh my God, Peyton, you're faster than that, bro.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Come on, dude.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Get on your fucking hoods, dude.
He might want another play.
Fuck, man. Fuck. What are you out of there? All right, lock on.
To the air, it's Aguilar.
Oh, right there.
Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The Vols are on the move. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle of State. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone.
Yes.
Beautiful. I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches.
That's a ball game, nigga. What's he talking about, nigga? Passed our ticket into the Big Ten championship.
That's not this game. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Get the fiends out. Get the fiends out.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come.
There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers. Hit him a few times.
He's got it inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This is a design run. Touchdown Doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to be.
Always got some space. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Using his legs, it's Lewis. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 15-yard line. Now on the move. Still on his feet at the 25. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hudson. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Pavia. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to bang the timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back into this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass.
Oh my gosh. 1 step.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a short tackle. Quarterback keeps it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off?
Give me that! Oh my god, the look is crazy. Oh my god, the look is crazy. The look is nasty. Holy shit. Holy burger. Holy burger, holy burger, 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 burger.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, looking for a man. Pass was incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why he's got his job.
Very close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Oh!
Right inside the 10. Touchdown, Vandy. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this...
This nigga didn't turn around for that hit. Oh